As I'm sitting here in the dark, I've been awake for about 30 minutes or so, I would assume. I woke up from a dream, and as I sat here still in listening mode, I heard in my spirit, um, it was like God was asking the question about making sure I'm dressed well. And what I'm meaning from that is I can't recall where in the Bible it is, might be Ephesians, somewhere like that, regarding just to make sure we're dressed well going out into the world, because the world is like our battlefield, and we have to make sure we're dressed properly for the war. And our weapons are not carnal, not physical, as the Bible say. We have a spiritual battle going on. So we have to make sure we're dressed properly in the spirit realm. And what I'm speaking of is our helmet of salvation. Make sure we know that our head is covered going out into this world, into the battlefield. Make sure we're thinking right, thinking thoughts of godly thoughts, the mind of Christ, as the Bible say. I would always make sure that I'm knowing that I have the fullness of the Godhead. My mind, my thoughts, I make sure that that's what's flooding my mind. And that's how I was sitting in quietness, making sure my mind isn't racing and speeding and just out of control. I had to make sure of that. My helmet is on. I'm thinking right. I'm receiving the thoughts of God, not not my thoughts, the world's thoughts. Making sure I have a clear mind. And as I made sure my helmet of salvation is properly secured over my head, then I went down to my breastplate of righteousness, making sure my chest, my heart is right, making sure that I'm walking in love, making sure that I know who I am, whose I am. I don't want no arrows coming towards my heart, stealing my heart. So I have to make sure it's properly protected, keeping that close, tight to my breastplate. When those racing arrows come, they bounce off, because I know who I am and I know whose I am. I'm walking in this world, in this battlefield, protected. My mind, my heart. And then I go on down and make sure I'm properly my belt of truth, making sure my belt is tightly, securely around my waist. Am I walking in my truth? Bible say we worship God in spirit and in truth. How am I walking in this world? In my authenticity, in trusting the word, knowing I'm 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 true. It is what it is. You like it or not. That's the truth. My truth. Knowing it's in the truth of where I stand in the word of God. And then I go on down to my feet. I got to make sure my feet is prepared properly. Shoes of my feet is the gospel of peace. I'm a peacekeeper, a peace seeker. I pursue peace. I follow peace. It's a lot for the peacekeepers. A lot of promises. A lot of our inheritance is all because we walk in peace. I chase peace. Where blessings run us down and chase us over. I do the same towards my peace. I chase it down. And then, as far as not only being on the defense, all of that protects us. It protects our head. It protects our heart. It protects our waist and our feet. And all of those are the armor of the defense. And then we come into the offense with the shield of faith. That's basically a defense weapon and also a offensive weapon. Our shield of faith. We don't have anything else. We got our faith. You better be trusting in something bigger and smarter and wiser than yourself and anything in this world. We can't do it on our own. I believe we all know that by now. Something bigger and stronger and wiser than we are. Our Creator, our most high of all things, in the earth above, beneath, and everything in the earth belongs to God. Stand behind that shield of faith. But I don't know nothing else. I know my God. He got the last word and all. He see it, hear it, way before it even happened. He go before us and make our way plain. Make our way prosperous. Host of angels surrounding and protecting us. Open our eyes that we may see and know. Standing on that, behind that shield of faith. We know. And then we have that sword of the Spirit. That's our offensive weapon. Chop it down, cut it off. Send that word out and let it do what it's supposed to do, and it will not come back void. Because we're speaking in the power and authority of the word of the Father, of the God, the Creator of all things. So I had to make sure I'm properly dressed in this battle in the world. Are we ready? Are we prepared? Not only for a physical battle, but for the spiritual battle that covers everything. Have a blessed day.